Good morning and welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. I want to say good morning to my subscribers in the Philippines and good evening to my subscribers in America and beyond. I always like to give a special welcome to my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. I would never take that for granted. Thank you for your kindness, your generosity, your support of Sunshine Shoulders. It's been truly amazing. I want to thank you for, I just recently went over 8,000 subscribers, and I mean, that's just mind-blowing to me. But I'm going to keep going as long as these vlogs are useful and helpful. You know, my channel is for the new man and woman who's never been here to the Philippines, but who has an interest in coming here. My almost 12 years doesn't make me an expert, but it does give me a unique perspective, and I want to share that with you to make your trip here more enjoyable and above all things safer. I'm boots on the ground. I'm right in the center of all this. It's for your benefit. You know, I live among the locals, and I'm always going to give you the nitty gritty. This is exactly what I'm seeing, what I'm living, and what I'm experiencing. I'm not going to sugarcoat that today. Today's topic is Filipinas who kill. Is it Tampa or just pure evil? And before I get into that, I just want to toot my horn for a second. Back in October, I made a video. It was called Sunday Vibrations, you know, my thoughts from the Philippines. And in that, I talked about, you know, the vaccine rollout. And at the 6-minute and 46-second mark, I said, you know, just knowing the Philippines the way that I do, they're going to require you to have proof that you've been vaccinated so that you can move around freely in the country. Well, and this is even before Israel rolled out their vaccine passport. It's just me. I got my finger on the pulse of the Philippines. I'm not some, you know, specialist or something. I've just been here long enough to know. Well, yesterday I'm reading the Manila Times, and lo and behold, the Philippines will become the second country after Israel to issue a vaccine passport. It's proof that you've taken the vaccine. It's going to allow you to move around freely, you know, have some advantages like, you know, no quarantines, you know, you can go to certain culture events. You know, it's just going to be, you can move around freely around the country. And I knew that, you know, I just knowing the Philippines, I knew that they were going to do that. And I just wanted to let you know, if you wanted to go back and take a look at that. But yeah, in the Manila Times yesterday, they said that. But, you know, today, this is a very serious topic. And, you know, before anybody says, oh, man, you're over dramatic, you're over A. No, I'm not. You know, what you learn today may save your life. You know, I came up with this topic yesterday. It's crazy because I was talking to my girlfriend about my son's mother and how she changed when we broke up, and I saw this ugly side of Filipinas, you know, that I never, you know, suspected. And, you know, I got to thinking about that, and I remembered a few cases, and I just looked up on the internet. I said, I wonder, you know, I looked up, you know, Filipinas who kill, and man, a lot came up. And to give a little context about it, the NSO, which is, you know, the National Statistics Office here in the Philippines, says 1 in 5 women ages 15 to 49 in the Philippines has experienced violence. 1 in 7 ever married women have experienced abuse and violence at the hands of their husband. So what are you saying, Calvin? I'm saying that you add that on top of all the other variables that make this place sometimes a difficult place to live, to grow up in, and you create some traumatic situations. You know, these sweet, submissive angels that we made them out to be, man, they can become monsters. And, you know, since, you know, over 90% now of my viewers are men, 100% of you is coming to see a woman here, and 95% or higher have met her online. I always tell you guys, look, proceed with caution. Vet these women. Know who it is you're coming over here to see. Ask the right questions. Ask the pertinent questions. because it could save your life. And I just wanted to talk about a few cases, and they're in my the statistics, and these cases are in my description. And I'm just saying that this isn't every Filipino. Does it happen every day? No, but it happens enough that I have to warn you about it. Will it happen to you? Probably not. But at least you can become aware that you may be the straw that breaks the camel's back, like these gentlemen were. And the first case is here recently, back in October of 2020, 63-year American man, and I'm not going to say any names. Like I said, they're in the descriptions. He drops dead at the resort that him and his Filipino wife are staying. They thought it was a heart attack. Upon further review, she's under investigation now for the poisoning death of her American husband. Because the family in America, they pushed for it. And because they had a history of, arguing and everything. And, she had stabbed him earlier that night, with an ice pick. But yeah, she killed him, which is, it's scary when you think about it. The woman that you're chatting with right now, maybe that you're laying next to right now. See, if you make her mad, if you push the right buttons, or should I say the wrong buttons, you might activate something inside of her that will make her kill. Because it happens a lot, man. Back in June, or let me make sure, because I don't want to put nothing bad out there. Let's see, because I wrote it down, and it's crazy. Yeah, June of 2019 in Shatton. This is a little place, maybe about 40 or 50 kilometers outside Dumaguete. 79-year-old German national. He had broken up with his Filipino common law wife, and she was 46. And he was coming back and forth, getting his belongings in the house that they shared. Well, I guess the final straw was when he came back to try to get his motorcycle. See, she wasn't having that. And while he was loading the motorcycle, now remember, this guy's 79 years old. He's loading the motorcycle on the truck or the multi-cab, or however he was transporting it. She comes up to him and stabs him and kills him. Okay. Now, remember, we're the prize. I always tell you that. And it's true. And these women will put their hooks in you, and they know, a lot of them, that you're their ticket out of this place or to a better life. And they'll do anything to hold on to you. And it's like, hey, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. But this man was 79 years old. And she stabbed him and killed him. Yeah, 79-year-old German national. Now, one that you probably are aware of, this happened in America. In Georgia, in rural Georgia, 32-year-old Filipino killed a 50-year-old American husband and then killed herself. Left the 2 kids in the house. A tragic story, but the same sort of script. You can push these women, and you're going to activate something inside of them, something that lays dormant. Maybe they were abused. Maybe they suffered violence. And then on top of all the other stuff that Filipinos have to put up with in their society. Because I told you, man, living over here, man, it can be tough goings over here. And you add all that together, man, you mix all that up, man. I mean, you got a potion for disaster. But yeah, she killed him and then killed herself. They found them. She did it on a Friday. They found their bodies on Monday. Kids was in there. Okay, I think it was they had a 3-year-old together, and I think she had like an 8 or 9-year-old before they had gotten together. So, these are women that they met online, just like you're meeting them online, and they came to visit. They went through the whole script like we all do. They ended up marrying them, living with them, giving them a good life, and ended up pushing that right button or wrong button, and it cost them their lives. Do they just kill foreigners? No. There's a case 2018 too where Filipina, the husband, her Filipino husband, they're both working over in Singapore. He wants a divorce. Well, now she's not going to have it, so she stabs him to death in front of their teenage daughter. Then she jumps to her death. It's tragic. These are tragic stories. And before you say, oh, there's violence in all societies, yes. All women are capable of this, yes, but we're not talking about all women. We're talking about the Philippines, and we're talking about Filipinas in specific, because that's who you're coming to see. You're not coming to see some Jamaican woman. You're not coming to see some American woman over here. You're coming to see a Filipina, this sweet, submissive angel that we made them out to be. Trust me, man, inside of them, okay, there's a button you can push. You can activate something and turns them into monsters, pure evil. Over in Amman, Jordan, Filipino 49-year-old kills her friend, so-called friend, a fellow domestic worker, because guess what? The woman would not loan her money anymore. She had already owed the woman. See, and that's the reason why, the husband says that's the reason why she was killed. Because the lady turned her down and said, hey, you already owe me money already. Yeah, and see, there's other cases, if you look, one that was really famous and made the news was A Murder in the Family. It's like a documentary. It's on YouTube, I'm almost sure, where the British businessman, he was 37 or 38. His Filipino wife was 23. They had been together. They'd known each other for 8 years. They'd been married for 6. You do the math. But he met her. She was a bar girl. He met her. And eventually, what happened was she had a Filipino lover, and she wanted to be with him. So she concocted this story, this plan rather, and they bum rushed the man and they killed him. Well, of course, they got caught. I believe it was 2002 when this happened. Another case in 2006 was a young 22-year-old Filipina, a 62-year-old British husband. He was a pastor, and they had only been married like a year. They had a baby together, and yeah, she ended up killing him. And it happens all over the Philippines, guys. That, like I told you, see that the 22-year-old I just told you about that killed her pastor husband, that was in Mindanao. All right, the 79-year-old German, that was in Dumaguete, which is in the Visayan region. And then the murder in the family, that was in Makati. So it happens all throughout the Philippines, and most of these women are young. They're in their 40s and under. These are the women that we're chatting with online. That's why I tell you to proceed with caution. Be careful. There's good women online, absolutely. But you have to do your work. You got to be patient. And then once you do meet her, you got to vet her, man. Don't give her a pass. That hot pan central, man, it could get you killed. I'm not trying to be over dramatic, man. It happens all the time. And it happens enough to where I have to warn you about it. These women will kill you if you push the wrong button. They've already been traumatized, a lot of them. We don't know which ones have been traumatized. So you got to treat them all good. You got to try to vet them all. Because you don't know which ones, just like they don't know which ones is coming over here to see them. You don't know which ones have been traumatized. They're not going to tell you. Domestic violence is a secret, man, in all societies. They're not going to tell you that. So it's very important that you ask these women these pertinent questions. Get to know them. Get to know their families, their background. If she got kids, who the hell is the father? Show me some pictures or something. Let me know what the situation was and the reason why y'all broke up. Because I'm coming over, I'm a good guy. I'm trying to do good. I don't want you to kill me because I was the straw that broke the camel's back. That I pushed that wrong button inadvertently, because because I'm not trying to hurt anybody, and then have you shoot me in my head while I'm asleep, or poison my coffee, or the other things that they do in these cases, man. We have to be careful. Remember, I'm not preaching to you. I'm coming to you from a position of brotherhood, a place of support. We have to look after our best interests. Man, we're on the other side of the planet. You can't come over here bullshitting, excuse my language. Or you end up going home in a damn casket or body bag, or they might just cremate you like they do most of us over here. They don't even contact your family. They don't even contact the embassy. It's too late. They'll take it upon themselves to burn you and scatter your damn ashes somewhere, man. So listen up sometimes to these vloggers, on YouTube, man. We're not know-it-alls, man, but we're here. We're boots on the ground. We're telling you stuff that could help you. You take what you like and you leave the rest. But hey, I'm going to talk to you about the nitty-gritty. I'm going to give you the nitty-gritty. I'm not going to paint some rosy picture about this place. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. Yeah, everything's possible here. Yeah, they'll let you enjoy this place to your heart's content. But there's some women over here that's been traumatized, guys, to the point where if you come over here with your bullshit and your game plan and all of that, you may push that button. My girlfriend was telling me about a case here. I couldn't find it in 2017 where a foreigner, his woman, either his live-in partner or his wife, killed him over a land dispute. He's trying to leave and he's trying to get the land. No, you are the prize, guys. I keep telling you that. And they treat you like the prize. You are possession. When a Filipina gets you, you become her possession. She's going to put her hooks in you, and she's not going to let you get away, especially if you're a good man. She's going to try to ruin you if you leave, or she may kill you. So thank you for stopping by. I'm not being over dramatic. I'm not being over OA like they call it in the Philippines. I'm giving you pertinent facts, guys, that could help save your life. Okay? These three cases I talked about and more, they met the women just like you did online. They come over here just like we all do for a new life. They didn't come over to get killed, but they ended up meeting one of those women that had been traumatized. You're talking about 1 in 5. So which one is it, guys? You don't know. Okay? So come over here, do your due diligence, man. Take your time. I wish I had a cure for that hot pants syndrome, man, because it cost some people their lives, as you can see. So if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, please find somebody to help. If you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody out in the street, for God's sake, man, buy them something to drink. Give them a couple of dollars, buy them something to eat. It's a pandemic. You're already talking about them $1,400 checks, man. Joe Biden hasn't even been sworn in yet. We need help now, okay? In the Philippines, ditto. The pandemic has destroyed the economy over here. I mean, we're rising from the ashes over here. 10 million jobs, poof, gone. Okay, there's no telling when this place is going to reopen and back up. That's why it's very important that we find somebody to help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.